So, what is spirit, right? Let's somehow plan for the next video. Now, what was planned for this video is not much. I just wanted to give some thoughts on the idea that any metaconstructive, meaning something that gives an compassed way, incentive, or eternal graven of developed, inflamed compass, not inflamed though, to something has always an attribute of no concisive, meaning something that is somehow regarding something that is to deceive, meaning perceive. But that never really happens, right? If you view a metaconstructive, not a metaphysical concept, a metaconstructive idea at basic level, it somehow doesn't really add up to the premise that if A is A, then as long as there's something constructed from it that dissolves A being A at any further level than that giving the fundament or that giving rise to new premises that would lead up to such an idea or something that could be the constructive has always the tendency to somehow look infallible, but it's not. Correct? Because at that point you're now talking about things and about concepts that look infallible by reasoning, and reasoning at that point, even if true, has a fundamental problem, and that problem would always be mentioned as something that, as long as reasoning, logic, and even truth account for these ideas, the argument not, but as long as these ideas are accounted for, even something derived from it does not need to have that idea, even and especially if we're talking about something that is of a nature such that the premise for the basic, or better said the foundation of it, is of such nature that it is disassembling itself at best spokenly. And for that, any further reasoning, even if the construct is stable, is functioning as something that totally diverts in every direction, hence it is somehow disintegrating. Still. And that's the nature of meta-constructive ideas. Not metaphysics, though. Metaphysics is much more stable, I would say. Now, to give this an example, let's just not start with riddling, but again, imagine a sarcophagus. A water person, right? Of course. A sarcophagus. And that sarcophagus, or sarcophagus, is supposed to carry a sun. Not a sun, of course. And the light will indefinitely reflect at some point somewhere where you could see the sarcophagus. How would you manage to get that sarcophagus not revealed by anything without infallibility violently movement vacantied, vacancies to wait a second. That sarcophagus to irritable attendance. So, meaning, how would that sarcophagus not, even if the light would reflect at all points from it to somewhere, even the stone walls, not give either price anything about the sarcophagus, its movement, where you want to carry it through the underworld, or just derivate its location. Meaning, sarcophagus canton, the next.